Hello guys, it's me Imad from Nelson Darwin Park Tech YouTube channel. In this video tutorial, I will explain you a bit about the 12 volt relay module within the tinkercad. So hopefully after watching this tutorial, you can use it in your simulations. So we have to write in our search box. First we will type relay, and then there are two models. One is SPDT and the other one is DPDT. SPDT means single pole double throw. So we will just take it this. Okay, now we have this single pole and double throw. We will also make it some bit zoom so that we can have a better visuality. Now after it we will take our 9-volt battery. Although this relay operates on 12 volt, but however if there isn't any sort of 12-volt supply, you can operate it with the 9-volt supply. Okay, now after it we will take one switch. We will take this slide switch because it is very easy to use. Okay, now how slide switch used to work? You can see that there are terminal 1, 2 common and terminal 2. So when the slider is on, terminal 1 and common are connected and short. But when we used to slide it, it will connect common and terminal 2. So first we will connect common with the positive. Okay, now what where will be the terminal 2? So we can see that there are like 6 pinouts on the relay. You can see that the relay, okay, we can, okay, wait, yeah, okay, now we can see that the terminal 5 and terminal 8 are just for the coil energizing, means that these pins are connected with the coil. The main thing is very that is very essential for relay to operate is the energizing of the coil, because it is a small winding which will create magnetic field, and then the metallic strip used to switch. Okay, now terminal 5 and terminal 8 are uh, are now connected with the circuit. Now see that when I will slide the switch, you can see that here on relay it will switch from one point to another, like when I will, okay, wait, first we will start simulation and then see. Now you can see that here the pointer is detaching from one side and attaching with the other, like here you can see it. Okay, okay now, okay now, okay, now we will take okay, this is the energizing circuit for the relay. Now we have left 4 pinouts, terminal 1, terminal 12, and they both are internally short or connected with each other. Terminal 6 is normally open and terminal 7 is normally closed, means that terminal 7 is connected with terminal 12 and terminal 1 when the relay is not energized. But when we will give power to the coils, the terminal 6 will be attached with the terminal 1 and terminal 12. So that's why it is called as normally closed and normally open. So now we will take one, like some meter, to measure that either some voltage used to come or not. Okay, so We will also take one dry cell. Okay, or cell. Okay, battery. Okay, we will take 1.5 volt battery, although it's very big, but still okay. Okay, we can place it here. Okay, so multimeter must be there. Okay, so now we will connect our negative terminal with the terminal 12. Okay, now what is that now our negative terminal of the battery is connected with terminal 12 as well as with terminal 1 and also with the terminal 7, because terminal 12 and terminal 1 are normally connected. They're always connected with each other, and in normal or in off condition they are connected with terminal 7. But this is not, terminal 12 is not connected with terminal 6 until we will energize it. So okay, now we will take this positive side. Okay, and we will connect it with the meter will tell us about the voltage. Okay, so we will attach the negative side with that of the terminal 6. So this is the way that when, okay, now our current must follow this path, like it will go from positive here and then from through the meter, then to this and then to 6. Then at terminal 6 it is going to stop. Why it is so? Because it is not connected anywhere, it is normally open. But when we will energize it, we will energize these both the coil or the windings, then it is the terminal 6 is going to attach with terminal 12. So now we will start our simulation, and these are some leakage millivolts or static charge type thing. Now when we will slide switch, now you can see that now we are getting voltage on multimeter, and you can also see the switching of relay. You can use this relay for the high powered devices, like if you want to switch a motor, you cannot do directly with like simple some GPI of controller and anything like that. So you must need this mechanical component that is called as the relay. So hopefully you got the concept. So thanks for visiting and watching this tutorial.